Hi everyone, my name is Julie. This is Keep Calm with Books and Coffee. I talk about books on this channel, mainly books about magic, and today we are going to be doing my first book haul of 2024. So one of my big goals for 2024 is to reduce my physical TBR, and combined with reading the books I already have, the best way to do that is to buy less books. So I've really been trying to curb my impulse book buying as much as possible. So this is a relatively modest haul for the first 3 months of the year, but I'm also really excited about everything I've picked up. So let's jump into it. So the first 4 things I have here are all related, and they are parts of the Wayward Children series by Sean McGuire. This kicks off with Every Heart a Doorway, and it's a novella series, I believe, that's still ongoing. I have recently started picking up the novellas in this series as we go along, and I'm sort of saving the rest of the series for Amazing Readathon, hopefully, since these are short and magical and full of diversity and really interesting worlds. I am thrilled to continue on with the series, and I'm really glad I gave it a second chance, since the first time I read the first book I found it really confusing, but going back and rereading it I had a really good time with it and am now continuing on with the series. Each of these were purchased sort of impulsively, but also not. I found these two at a thrift store for about $2 each, and they are in like perfect condition, so I was thrilled to find them. And then these two came from Penguin, and they were in the same shop and reasonably priced. I kind of keep an eye on these on Pengo to see if I can pick up copies secondhand, since they are a little bit expensive new as novella hardcovers, but still, I was thrilled when they were in the same shop. Next up is Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. I absolutely love the Heartstopper series. It's a great graphic novel series, and I have read the first 4 volumes. You can see them right here, and I definitely needed to pick this up. Unfortunately, I had pre-ordered this in December, and through a series of circumstances and illness and the holidays, I didn't get to pick it up until late in January. So I am thrilled to finally have this in my hands, and I will be reading it soon because I definitely need to know what happens next with these 2 boys. Then my local bookstore has a romance book club, and I often like the picks for their romance book club a little bit more than their like fiction book club. They're just a little more my speed as far as what I enjoy reading. So I signed up for their romance picks. Basically, you get the pick for the next month as well as 1 other romance book in this little bundle, and you get a discount on the bundle. So since I'm trying to go to their book club more often, that's one of my goals for this year, to become a regular at the book club. I signed up for the bundle in order to kind of keep myself accountable, since I'm spending money and getting the books. I'm trying to stay on top of it. So March's pick is Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, but this is a story about a young woman who gets pregnant, and then I believe she has a love triangle going on with her best friend and maybe the baby daddy. I forget exactly what the premise is, but those were the 2 like tropes that stood out to me: pregnancy and love triangle, which neither one are my thing, so I'm going to be really interested to see if I like this. But it's a really beautiful cover, and I'm excited to read it and go discuss it with the book club. Then the main reason actually why I decided to take a risk and get that book as my first bundle pick and go to book club next month was because this was included in the bundle. My friend Aoife over at Pretty Purple Polka Dots talked about this book a few different places, including on Sprints, and it just sounded like the perfect read for this year, and I really want to try it out. This is A Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams, and this is a leap day story with, I think, time travel and 2 different timelines. I honestly don't 100% know what it's about, but Aoife talked very positively about it, and I am excited to see what I think of it, because it sounds like it could just be on this side of weird that I like, that we both end up enjoying it. So I'm excited to try this. And it's also really, really pretty. So I haven't read 7 Days in June, but I don't know, I'm just super excited for this. And then the last book I have here is the Illumicrate edition of Sunbringer, and I'm just saying that in case you don't want to see it, like if your copy is still on its way. So that was your spoiler warning, because here it is. This is Sunbringer. This is the 2nd book in the Godkiller series, which I am in love with. I loved the first book last year. It was my favorite book of the year, and I have had so much fun talking about it this year with people who have been picking it up. So I'm super excited to get to Sunbringer and to read it. So in the first book, we follow Kissen, who is a god killer. She lives in a kingdom where gods are not welcome due to the fact that they started the God War years ago. And she teams up with a knight, a former knight, and a child who has a god attached to her in order to try and figure out how they can detach the god and eventually destroy him. So this is a really interesting story. The first book is a lot of road trip and world building, and we leave off on a place that makes me want to read this immediately. So I am so excited to have this in my hands and to be able to read it relatively soon. But those are all of the books that I picked up in the first few months of the year. I am really excited about all of these, and also excited that I am kind of staying on track with my book buying. I don't think I'm doing too badly as far as acquiring books, and I'm also taking a lot off of my shelves so far this year, as you'll see in vlogs and such coming to you soon. But that is it for me today. If you have any thoughts or feelings or want to share anything about the books that I talked about today, please let me know down below. If you want to let me know you were here but you don't have anything that you want to comment on, you can always leave me a book stack emoji, since this is a book stack. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!